That's it. For the last valid IP address, abbreviated as L, you have 10.255.255.254. Right? That is it. So the subnet mask, abbreviated as S, is 255.0.0.0. So that is your class 4, class A subnetted IP address. So in the whole of these addresses, you have from this address to that address, you have 16 million IP addresses. So I don't know, but if you give this to the Gambian people, I'm not sure we can exhaust this one class A private IP address. We cannot exhaust it anyhow. So we are safe with class A. Just one single private class A can be used entirely in the Gambia because our population is less than even 2 million people, and I'm sure not everybody is using more than 5-6 devices at a time, because I'm using only 2. I'm using my IP address on my laptop and my phone. My wife is using 2-3 phones, and they all have it. So in my house, I can say I am using 5 valid IP addresses. So just in my household. So in other households, you don't have any. So obviously in the Gambia, only one private class A address can be able to satisfy us. So, but unfortunately here, we can subnet, obviously. The next network would be 11.0.0.0, side 8. Now, the question is, when you subnet class A private IP address, you cannot go beyond. Because if I have to go beyond here, I am going into public. Because 11 is public, 12 is public, all of the rest are public. So with class A, you can only subnet once classfully in the private range. If you want to go subnet more than once, you are out of the private range. Okay, so you cannot do that. Only if you're working with an ISP, you can do that. So this one is public, but we can subnet it just for practical purpose. We can subnet this, no problems. But just for practice purpose, the same thing you can see, all you're doing is continue this. The only thing changes is 11 instead of 10. So we have 11.255.255.255. So because we have 255 here, 255 and 255 and the rest one. So the first valid IP address right here is again 11.0.0.1, and the last valid address, abbreviated as L, is 11.255.255.254. And like I said, the subnet max is classful, so it remains the same. So yeah, 255.0.0.0. So alright guys, so this is a very good one. So your assignment, just view the last one. Your assignment is that you're gonna do this subnetting for me, okay? Let's go back here. Assignment number 1. Whew. Just not gonna be a tough one. It's just gonna be a very easy one. What would be the last valid IP address of the network 172.30.0.0 prefix 16? Okay. Alright, so sorry about that. Again, what would be, sorry about that, the next, what will be the next network address if the current broadcast address is 172.21.255.255. Alright, so That is just class B, and I think that should be fine. So what I want you guys to do is get me these answers quickly as possible, and then I'll get you guys next video tomorrow, inshallah. So make sure that you watch this video properly, and then you go over it and over it. So next, what we will do tomorrow is that we're going in for full length subnetting. So we're gonna subnet equally, but we're gonna start borrowing bits and then blah blah blah. So you guys have to be ready for me tomorrow. Make sure that you digest this one before tomorrow. So I see you in my